guys, we're back with another episode of Taco Imposters for July 18th, 2020. So you want to know exactly what time it is? 3:56 p.m. Yeah, we're back. I've been messing around with my computer a little bit here. I don't know if you can see it right here. This thing, which looks, let me just take you out. Oopsies. It's this thing right here, look. What basically the thing with this is, it's a sleeper PC, so like only if you look right. Let's see. I'll talk about these DVDs later in a second. But look, only if you look right. Oopsie, it's hard to do. Here, would you see? Oh, that's very anyway, and over here. I can't see it, but my ASRock sticker. Anyway, if you look at those, that's where you would know it's not a sleeper. Sorry, it's not Windows XP, early 2000s Windows XP machine. Because I was watching an episode of Austin Evans, and they were making a sleeper PC. And I just went, ooh, because I know Linus Tech Tips did a lot of them. Linus, they made a lot of them. But, I don't know. See, does this make an effect? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so sleeper PC, because I was like, because my friend, like, who was saying last podcast was mining. I said he was mining, right? And because he was mining, whoopsies, I asked him, well, what's a good PC parts and all that, and he suggested me all of this, which was Ryzen 3 2200, I think it was, with an ASRock B450M Pro 4 and a 8 gigs of RAM, and that's it. That's all that's in there. There's no graphics card right now. It's all integrated graphics, which is fine for me. I don't really care right now. I asked him what a good cheap graphics card for gaming / mining was, and he hasn't answered me yet. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just Google it and do my research myself. Considering he just doesn't answer. He answers me like every so often. I don't know. I feel like he's one of those people who just like, oh, I'll answer you for like a block and they'll stop. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So that was like, and I was like, do I have to buy a case? The case is like $150. It made the whole thing like almost close to $600, and I was like, that's quite a lot. That is quite a lot. So I was like, do I have to use a case? And I Googled it, right? And the forums, I took up like 2 or 3 forums. I dug up a blog and like 2 or 3 forum posts of like random PC stuff where it's like, see, the first thing you should try, obviously, if you're going to upgrade a PC to see if it works, is your keyboard and your mouse, obviously. And then they went, DVD drives, like optical drives or DVD drives, floppy drives, RAM, because here, this is the old PC. I'm going to show you the old PC right now. Ow. It's a Windows XP, probably better off doing more like Windows 95 stuff, Windows 2000 stuff, but it was this thing right here. I don't know if you can see it, right? But it's this. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take you off. Just hold it. There you go. Cool. So look. So we're going to see this PC. So look, see? So it's this PC right here with this, which is a Pentium 4, which actually ran Windows XP, like, beautifully at the time. This thing, it ran XP, like, beautifully at the time. Personally, it ran beautifully. Obviously, there's better PCs to run this on. Frig, if I ran it on this thing, right? On this thing, with my Ryzen 3 2200. But the problem there is I don't know if it's actually better or if it's just kind of whatever better. You know what I mean? Right? Or it's just kind of whatever. I think it says on it, so it goes like that, so then it's like this, so then it's like that. Or is it this way? It doesn't say what it is on it. It says Intel. Oh, it's impossible to read. Anyway, still. So there's that, which I always thought was a decent... It was a decent PC until the end, because by the end it kind of just crapped on me. Just being a really bad, like, Windows, like, chugging along. And then you have this, which is, you know, so the integrated stuff is this, which, oh, I never noticed it had 4 things here. 4 LEDs. Got PS2 for mouse and keyboard. And then it's got, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know what half these things are. There's like parallel ports, serial ports, joystick ports. I know this is a joystick port. This is DVI. This is S-Video. This is VGA. These are the sound ports for my Sound Blaster Live, which, holy crow, that's a cool. It really ran beautifully. It's just that I think, if I'm not mistaken, this PCI slot is dead. If I'm not mistaken, because when I had it in that port, it didn't do anything. Unless this was dead. Because there was a dial-up modem port, which I never used ever. So this is my graphics card, which is, I don't even know what it is. It's like it doesn't say what it is, so. Anyway, so you got these, and then, like, you know, I got, what is it? Let's see what it has. It has, I don't know if you can see this. It has, where does it say what? Oh, there, 128 gigs of DDR3. Oh, I don't know what's this. CL2.1 gigs of no, not 2.1 gigs. Sorry, megabytes. 128 megabytes of 128 megabytes of RAM. 2 sticks of C right here. 2 sticks of RAM. This is the old PC. I'll show you the new PC in a second. So that, and so sleeper PC. So that's Intel. I don't even know what this is. Sorry, I couldn't tell you what this is. And then it's got this Intel thing, which I don't know what that is. Now, lots of these, like, connectors. I think this is SATA. Is that right? That's SATA. Or eSATA, whatever the thing's called. I don't know. So then there's, yeah. So really, this thing ran decently. For the time, it ran, like, well. Considering it had, like, a... That was right. Oh, gosh. Wow, oh, there it's out, I think. Is that right? No, it's not out. Just a sec. Let me drop that. Pull this out. Oh, there you go. See, considering it had, like, a decent GPU. Look. A decent GPU. We'll see. Go out of the way so you don't see that. So, decent GPU. You know? Sorry, I don't know what the heck. Don't hit it with that. Which ran decently because I ran it for, like, the last 2 years of using it, which I didn't use it for, like, years. And then I pulled it out one day and I was like, let's use this thing, and it ran decently well. So, for me, I ran it off of a DVI to HDMI adapter, which I did have on this PC. But the problem with it here was it was conflicting with night shift, where it just would shut the whole screen down. It just wouldn't work. I had to switch this to VJ. So probably when I get a graphics card, it'll be better. But yeah, so that, and then there's the Sound Blaster Live card, which is really cool. Honestly, it's, like, really cool. I don't understand why they put ports on the, like, you know, video port, or sorry, like, controller port, controller. Well, yes, but, like, joystick ports on a freaking graphics card, sound card, I don't know, but it's probably for, like, saving time and space or whatever, being like, you don't have to have it on, like, I don't know, graphics card or something, I don't know. And then there's this thing, which I think is just a modem. I think it's literally a dial-up modem port, like a modem port, because if you look at it, there's internet, and then there's dial-up, which maybe it's both dial-up, I'm not 100% sure. This thing was never used, as far as I knew. I mean, it was, but I just used this all the time. I remember just connecting this up. Right here. Sorry. Right there. Connecting the Ethernet up there. I think that's Ethernet. It's full on Ethernet, right? Ooh, that looks okay. So as far as I know, it was just Ethernet. So, yeah, that was the PC that I used for like 15 years until we got our first laptop. But even at the first laptop, we were like, you know, we were just like, yeah, but this thing still sits here, right? Oh, right. I'm going to show you the other PC, right? My new PC. If I can get the new PC. So let me put this stuff away now. Put this PC away. And we will get the other PC open. I'll have to move some of the DVDs and stuff. I'm using Handbrake. I don't know if you can see that Handbrake to convert all my DVDs. Look what I have. I have Friends right here, and guess what I got? I got the whole series of X-Files, the whole series of Smallville, the whole series of West Wing, the whole Planet of the Apes series. I have Mad Men. I have and I have Friends right there. Now, Friends is the one that everyone's going to be like, "Oh, you have all of Friends? How? What? You know?" I'll be like, "Yes, I know it's expensive." And at the time, okay, how I got all these things was my mom's friend was getting rid of stuff. Wanted us to sell them. My mom was like, "We really going to sell this?" And I went, "Yeah, if you have the next 10 years," because the friend claimed that you could get $5,000 out of it. And you can. You can definitely, like 100%, if you have the next 10 years of your life, because nobody wants these things. I'm sorry, nobody wants them. I'm going to say that right now. But, hey, eventually somebody will. Oi. Hi. So yeah, let's go. Oh, no, not me. So we're going to pull this thing out. And I'm putting on an SD card, so here is the brand new PC in a Dell case, which is nice because of the whole, like, see? So let's show you. This is the original fan. I don't know what millimeters or any of that crap it is. I just put it back in and used it. Because it used to have a, I don't know if it still have the thingy here, the blue, the black, the green piece. I don't think I did. It was like a piece of plastic that would, like, direct all the air from the PC, because it didn't have anything. It had probably to the PC or from the PC. I don't know. Oh, sorry, from the CPU, because it had this for cooling. The original CPU had just that was it. All it had was this for cooling. It was a huge, like, block. It was just whatever. Which, I mean, in theory, it worked. Right? Where did I just put the? Oh no. Okay. It worked. So, and then, I mean, cable management, forget it. Don't even ask me cable management. I'm no good at cable management at all. So then you've got, like, see, look, I have, where is it? 2 sticks of Corsair. Oh, that's what it is. Corsair, is it Vengeance? Is that what it is? I can't even see. I think it's DDR4. It might be DDR3. I have no idea. Memory for 8 gigs of memory, so 2 4-gig sticks. So I can put 2 more, right? Yes, I can. Which I was thinking, can I put these ones in? I don't know. You tell me, people. I don't know if I can put these ones back in, right? I mean, in theory, I don't know, but oh, I remember pulling this thing out. It's the first time I pulled it out again to use it. What, 5 years ago? About. And holy crow, was it disgusting, the old computer? Oh my god, it was so bad with dust because we never, ever, ever cleaned it. Anyway, look, I'm sorry. Look, it said, let me just see. It said, right, that I bought a 500 gig, right? But apparently, let me say this right now. Apparently, I bought a terabyte for the same price? I was very confused. Look, don't tell me right now. That says right there, right? That says right, oh, you can't see it. That says right there, 931 gigs, right? That's a terabyte, and I've only used about 576. I'm like, no, because, oh no, sorry. That says 930. Sorry, the 931, sorry. That one's the external hard drive. But yes, like, seriously, like, I thought about a 500 gig. I don't know, I can go back into my new, purchase history and see what I bought. Maybe I bought one way more expensive. I don't know. I have it now. I've already done it. Got Windows 10 free too from Microsoft. Anyway, then we've got the original fan, whatever, and then that's it. Oh, and the power supply is a EVGA 450BR. I don't know if you want to know the specs on this thing. I don't know. A few people are curious on what I have there. Okay, so that's my new PC. Oh yeah, and I also bought a disk drive right here. I had to buy a SATA disk drive because I had two. I had two. I don't know what those are called. Disk drives from my old PC and a floppy drive. I wanted to get the floppy drive working, but it doesn't look like I can do that. So, that I would need it, but I got to buy a external, like a USB powered one. So really, it's a decent computer. for now. I hate it because it doesn't. It likes to slow down and turn off and go crap on me. But it's okay. This is what I've done so far with the DVDs. I've converted these DVDs and a few others on my mom's computer. But yeah, mom's old laptop, or my mom's new laptop, which is old because she bought it from a garage, not a garage, a recycling plant. You know those places that like takes a computer, refurbishes it, and then sells it for you. Not a recycling center, as in not a place that recycles them, that would have recycled them anyway. No, someone that like takes them, refurbishes them, and then like see this? You see all this? Try that times like, not even joking, 2-inch dust bunnies stuck in things like the fan. It was, and the block and the heatsink and like place like right up here, right in here, like right stuck in here and up in here and like between here. We're all, and like up in like here was all filled with dust because we had never cleaned it ever. It was crazy. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah. So for that, she got like a new PC for herself, and then it had a disk drive, and I was like, really? Both her laptops have disk drives because she has 2 laptops. What do you think? 2 laptops? What? But that's the. Oh, that's bad. What the heck? Wow, this is not good. Lift it a little bit. What's in the... Oh, that's in the way. There we go. 2 laptops, which you think was a lot, but for her, she doesn't want to bring... She wants to leave one at her office and then have one at home, so that's what I'm doing there. I've been messing around with this. It has integrated... What is it? Radeon Vega graphics? Is it Vega? I think that's what that's called. Vega graphics. So, I mean, it's decent for what it is. It's okay. Let me just see what it is. I'm never getting rid of this PC ever. I want to actually be able to run it, and I want have the power supply right here too. For the old PC. I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, cords of the power supply for the old PC. I also have Raspberry Pi, which I tried running like 3. I've tried running this thing like 4 times, and I don't know how to configure one of these. I've blown 4 or 3 SD cards to get it to run. One I know why, because of the what's it called? Because of the one because of the it was a read-write thing, and how I was like constantly reading and writing and changing OSs, and it was like, yeah, and I was like, well, I'm not surprised, kind of thing, right? I'm not surprised, right? But yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what is it? Is it Windows break? No. No. Is it Windows key break, right? No. That takes a screenshot. Insert break. There you go. Cool. That brings up the control panel. There you go. It is a... I will show you. Well, actually, I'll just tell you. It's an AMD Ryzen 3 2200G with Radeon Vega graphics, which is integrated. Installed is a 8GB RAM. I'm using right now 5.93 gigs. No, that's available. That's what's available. Pen and touch is not enabled because it's not a touchscreen device, and it's not a touchscreen version of Windows, which I don't even know if you need a touchscreen version of Windows, but what is it? Yeah, and then it's 64-bit operating system on an x64 based processor. And the name of the PC is just whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Can I change that? I want to change it right now. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to change it right now. Yeah, so to computer description, where's name? There you go. I bought this computer to mine. You can't have like apostrophes. There. What? I'm confused. The new computer engine contains characters that are not allowed. Characters that are not allowed include. But again, where's the spaces and all that? I don't have any of that. Don't tell me I have to do it all with like. No, you got spaces in this. That's dumb. Wait, don't tell me you can't have spaces. The net BIOS name of the computer is limited to 15 bits, which is 15 characters in this case. The BIOS name will be shortened to Andrew's Mining Ray. Really? No, I know what to do. No, I know what to do. I know what to do. That is it. Oh, that's how I get it. Anyway, so yeah. So that's what I did here with this. Oh, and I also tried to get this working, which is my old laptop hard drive. See, Andrew's laptop hard drive. Which, my laptop just died, but the hard drive is working. But again, every time I do it, it likes to... No. Can I just not... I don't want to restart the computer now. Well, this is almost done, so once this is done, I'll restart the computer. But the problem with this is, it always has some kind of problem working. So because it has some sort of problem working, it has to restart the computer. And because when I restart the computer, it likes to try and boot to this, which doesn't work. I'm like, oh, you suck. Anyway, I'll try and get it to work one day, one of these days. Or at least go to, like, this. I should try this. I should try this and see if I use this adapter. Just say that USB. Could I get this running without it booting? Because when I put it into the machine, it just likes to boot straight to it, which is dumb. I should make sure it doesn't boot to this one. I should try and get it to like in the BIOS or whatever. I don't know, it's dumb, but anyway. Yeah. So yeah. So that's this PC, the sleeper PC. It had Windows XP and a Pentium 4. That's what it had on it before. I don't know what anything else was. Nothing else. None. Does it even say what kind of... Who made this, MT4VDD1T... sorry, T16648AG3 -33 4C4 PC2700U 25331 C1 I think it's maybe the company M0143232003336 128 megabyte DDR. I think it's 333 CL2.1 590-502707. Can I see that? It's off top. Anything? See. I don't think so. Maybe. Ooh. That's all the memory, so I don't know what the memory is. Sorry. I wanted it for gaming. Well, actually, I wanted it for editing, honestly. And then my friend was like, "Don't get it for editing. Get it for minimum mining rig." And I was like, "Okay." So I bought it, and it's now a minimum mining rig, and I mine with Kudo Miner, and I have made this month $1.26 this month. But hey, like my dad said, that's $1.26 that you didn't have before you started this. And I'm like, yes, I know. But again, they take a percentage of this, so really I'm at like $80-something. Like if I go to this, it's really, if I go to like the thing, it's $87 Canadian, see? $86 Canadian, sorry. Okay, revenue, $1.95. But if I go to wallet, and I go to transactions, and I look at what I have, it's more like, I can see, it's more like, you know, $1 or something, whatever it is. Or it's more like 86 cents, so. Which they make a minimum, so I can't take out, because they have two different fees. At least, well, they have a fee, which is 26 cents for that one. Jeez. Holy crow. Okay, which is not that bad, actually. And then 23 cents to add. The amount that will be viewed from your debited from your account. This no, see the 26 cents is these are the fee charged the miners for adding your transaction to the blockchain. Kudo does not receive this fund, and then Kudo receives the amount that will be debited from your account, and then there's a fee somewhere else here too, withdrawal fee and whatever. And it's still telling me that I have not enough minimum, so which is fine, but yeah. So I mean, it's pretty good. The only thing it doesn't tell me my maximum temperature, and it doesn't tell me my power usage, which is dumb, but hey. Which I wish it could tell me, please, so that I could know. Okay, it's gonna cost me, let's say, $7 a month or something. Start to default automatic hardware settings. I can overclock the machine. If I do that. No, I don't want to. Actually, I don't want to. Where's overclocking? Why did I turn off overclocking? I don't want to. No, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. And I don't like that part. But anyway, I've got a what? Why is it going so bad now? It's 1.7 hash rate. But I was getting 700 hash rate before. On. Can I change this? If I do this, what happens if I do this? That seems very dumb. No, wait, go back. Let's check it out quickly, and... Okay. Anyway, so I think that's pretty good now. And if I look at today, it's gone hooey-balooey. We're going hours. What's gone up right now is Ethereum Classic. For not for the price, for the usage, so. And then there's like, the spike on this is crazy, look at it. It's bad, but anyway, it's like this. Crazy. It's bad. It's like that. But anyway. Dashboard. So yeah. Oh, it's done. Now I gotta check if it's in there, and then we start my computer. And it's called Advances with Wolves. So it should be right about. Okay. So I'll put the PC back where I had it because of the whole. I don't want it. I don't need it. Ow! 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 The prickly pricks. Ah. Oh, that hurt a lot. That hurts so much right now. So let's take it up, put it back in the Advances with Wolves, and then we'll restart the computer like it asked me to. Other than that, I'm good to go. Well, let me take it out. We'll close this. We'll close this. We'll go back to this, which will say restart. Anyway, so yeah, so there's that, which I did, and then you know what then? I just do this. I just do this. I just do this. And I just do this. No? Good. Put it on your desktop. On security. Put it in computer settings. Okay. I should have. No! No. Sorry, I'm really like trying to do something right here. So it's like change, mining, rig. There you go. Okay. think it'll restart now. Should restart. Oh no. Restart now. So yeah, so there's that. And then I was watching Mr. Mobile Michael Fisher video. Yes. And he was talking today, or I don't know if today or yesterday or 17 days ago or 21 weeks ago. I don't know. But he was talking about, it was like recently, from what I know. Anyway, he was talking about the QWERTY keyboarded, like, what do you call them? Text phones? What are they called? Messaging phones. And, you know, there were the high-end people who had, you know, Blackberries and Palm OS enabled devices, right? Which were decent devices, to be honest with you. They were decent devices, but they were, like, the higher end. Now, they were, like, not, you know, the best, but they were high-end device, like, more expensive devices. And then you have the people with like the crap, which was like the flip phones, the T9, the crap. And I think it was 2008 when they made a milestone where it was basically more people were texting than calling, which was like, whoa. To a lot of people, it was like, whoa. Well, in retrospect, you could see that coming because people were making things like these feature phones, these dumb phones with features, these like, look at me, I can do all this stuff, and then they were like, oh, and we'll add texting because that will be a great thing. It'll be a great thing. It'll be absolutely amazing. And then there were things like, you know, those phones that you would take the phone, right, and you would slide it up like, or like, it would come up like that, and you'd get like a keyboard underneath it, or the ones that flipped kind of like this, right? They would flip kind of like this, or like this, or they would slide up like this, or sorry, like this, and a QWERTY keyboard, or, you know, there were lots of different ways of doing it. The ways in which I liked were these ones, and a keyboard would be underneath, and you could like almost reminiscent of a game system in certain ways. But yeah, and so for me personally, I really loved. Why do you have to open up every time? Anyway, those kind of things. I always wanted one, but by the time I had actually used one, because my friend had one, and I knew a couple of people who had them, and I was just like, they're not as good as I thought they would be, but they're definitely like usable and cool, and I want one. Because I was like, I'm gonna text. We will ever call anybody. And by the time I got a phone, I actually have it right here. I actually have it right here. The first phone I ever used. No, lie. First one I ever had, mine. This is my iPhone 3, which is almost virtually dead now. But I just remember having this thing, and it's been like, this is the coolest thing ever. Because everything I used prior to this, in phone territory land, because it's my mom's. She also gave me hers. But in phone land was just like a whoa. This is just what? Okay, everything I used before that was like the you know, the carrier specific phones that had. See, it's even cracking in the back here. Ugh. Yikes. The speaker doesn't work properly. The speakers are cracking and it doesn't work very well. The speaker for the phone, like, it's bad. I remember using it though. It's like, oh, I just love this thing so much. I beat this up so much. I honestly treated it really well when I had it. But by the time I stopped using it, it was like dead. Or no, a little bit after I stopped using it, it was like dead. Which is fine, but because it's a 3, it's nothing. But like, I would have liked to keep it so I could sold it. But hey, anyway. Yeah, so is this even alive or is it dead? Completely dead, eh? Yeah. The thing before that, yeah, were carrier-specific phones that just, they had like built-in games, and like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's like fantastic. They were like cool things, to be honest, but they were not anything to write home about. I never had any of the cool like write home about. I had Not the Nokia 3310. I had the Nokia 1020. No, 11 something. The one basically the North American version of the Finnish 3310, which I didn't know was not a thing in Canada. I did not know that. I was like, or in North America, I just knew it as the 3310 because that's what everyone always referred to it as. Yeah, so that's what everyone referred to it as. And so for that's actually spelled. Let me check. It is. Interesting. That's what everyone referred to it as. So I was like, oh, or that's the only phone that they ever talked about it. They were like, oh. So for me, it was like, oh, okay. I thought I had one, I never did. I had one that was very similar to it. It had Snake and what was it? Some like space shooter game. It was a monochrome LCD screen or whatever it was. It was like, you know. Anyway, basically looked like a Game Boy to me. And in retrospect, basically was a Game Boy with a phone. It was definitely no better than a Game Boy. You know, definitely not. No. So. So yeah, then I had like Nokias. I had like some random like more Nokias. I don't know if I still have that phone around here or is it over here somewhere. Anyway, had different phones like, and then I finally moved to like something somewhat decent, which were like the first few phones my mom had before the iPhone. I don't remember what they were, but they were like decent. They were decent phones. And then we went to the iPhone, and like everybody and their mom was just like, "Huh?" Like, "Whoa, you have an iPhone?" But again, my mom was with Fido for like 15 years before that, 15 or so years before that, and so she was a loyal customer, and they were just like, "Yeah, you can get an iPhone for cheap." And she didn't pay nearly as much as like you could have paid for one, which is like $800 or $900. She paid like I think about half that, which is still a lot for a phone, but not when you're considering that phones at one point were $4,000. It's weird with technology. We have this weird like, if you want to go with computers, let's say this computer cost me about $500. Okay, minus the case, minus the hard drive, the external hard drive, and minus the CD drive, right? Okay. So you've got all that, right? Where is it? Right? So all of that, and then, but like, oh, that's expensive. That's really expensive. That's like half my salary. That's like a month's salary, whatever. Like 2 years, whatever, 2 months of salary, whatever. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot for a lot of people. It's just a lot, right? It's not a lot if you go back to the 80s and you go buy an Apple or a Commodore or Amiga or like those kind of things where you would have paid, or an IBM, $4,000 for a PC, $5,000 for a PC. That's insane. That's crazy. But yeah, so like now phones, right? You go to the 80s and buy the first few phones. So the first like the bricks, the legit bricks. This is a legit brick. It's like this big. It's a chunky thing. The phone itself was like $4,000. Or no, it was like a couple of hundred or something, $500. But then the plan was like $4,000 a month. And my mom explained to me why you would even bother with it. It was businesses went, I can contact you halfway across the world because we have a plant or on the other side of town. I don't have to wait for you to come back or whatever. And then they reminisced that by making pagers. And so what they did with we didn't really fix that problem, but with the pager, it was basically, so you can take the pager and fix it by saying, well, we're going to page you a number that you have to call off a payphone. I don't know. I think it coincided with the cell phone, but the cell phone wasn't really a big thing at that point. At least not that I know of. So really, it wasn't that useful. Oh, sorry, it's more useful than we think because of the whole fact that we wouldn't just call them on a cell phone. We would literally go to a payphone and use it anyway. So yeah, so they're like $4,000 a month. So it's okay. So with that, it was like a business thing where businesses would say stuff like, look, I will pay for your $4,000 cell phone plan a month because I want to be able to contact you anywhere. It's like, that is really useful to them. So for me, I'm still just like, but that's so stupid. Why would you pay that? Who would pay that? I pay $30 a month for cell phone, for my cell phone plan. So I can even get less if I go with gigs. I don't have any any data, but I can get data if I went with other carriers. But I'm okay with my carrier because of the whole loyalty thing. But anyway, man, it was we're like, you think that's expensive? Then I look at a laptop and I'm like, I listen to people who go, laptops are better. And I go, okay, why? They go, you can dock a laptop and basically be a desktop. And I'm like, great. How much do you pay for your laptop? And you're like, $1,600. And you're like, I made a desktop for half that. Less than half that. Come on. Oh, that didn't work. Get it. Whatever. So yeah. I mean, it really shows how much but then if you go to something like video games, the systems aren't much more expensive, right? And the games aren't much more expensive. Like people have made the inflation in a whole thing where it should be $80, $90, $75 to $90 for a game, but we're still sitting at the same $60 that you paid. I mean, okay, sure, some games are $69.99, $79.99, $59.99, but average $60. So really, you're like, so we haven't gone up in price. No. It's weird. Money's just weird that way. Things, prices, costs, values of things, just strange. Brand new video games are still the same price as you bought them back in the 80s about. Well, maybe in the 80s you bought for $40. It wasn't great. But I mean, hey. Or it was a little bit better, but I mean, hey. Back then, $40 was a lot. So, and now, I was not a kid who used it. I was not a kid who used, who would rent video games. So I was not that kid who would take advantage of renting. Because I didn't even know that was a thing. Because at my local video rental stores, there were none of that. I mean, there was, but there wasn't in the same way. You didn't have it up in, your face. You want to rent a video game? Rent a video game. I never did that. So. But my friend, I remember my brother's best friend rented a PS2 and Spider-Man 2. And I remember that. I remember that for a fact. And I remember just being like, what is this black magic you have here? And they were just like, and I was just like, and he was just like, it's just a video game. He's like, it's not just a, because what I've been playing before that was N64. And N64, for me, I didn't go to PS1. I went straight to PS2. And the PS2 just blew my tiny little mind. I was like, the graphics are insane. Look at this thing, man. And then I bought a Wii. And I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, this is the best. And then eventually, I went to PCs with crazy, high-end stuff. I watched a DVD. I think I watched one Blu-ray DVD in 1080p and went, this is insane. But anyway. Yeah. I think that'll be it for now, guys. See, the computer just decided that crap on me and do nothing. See right here? It was in the living room. So, yeah, so I think that'll be it for now, guys. Yes. You want to contact me, link in the description. There's the email tacoimposters@gmail.com. There's a Discord. There's a Patreon. Tell me what to do with this thing. Give me suggestions what to talk about. Give me suggestions what to do with my 360 camera. This thing's like crapping on me. Oh boy, it's not doing very well. But anyway, so yeah. I think that's about it. I think jumping for now, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.